everyone, Therapist Nicki here, and today we're going to talk about building a self-soothe kit. Now, it's something that I tell most of my clients who are suffering from anxiety, PTSD, panic attacks to make. So, without further ado, we're going to get started. The first thing that I'd want you to have in a self-soothe kit is your safety care plan. Now, I go over this in the Triangle of Safety video, which I will link to the bottom here, so you can go over that. The ones I give my clients look like this. And the reason why I want you to have it in there is so you don't really have to think a whole lot, because when you're having an anxiety attack or a panic attack or feeling that stress, you're not thinking clearly. So it's best to have it written down so you know what your plan is. One of the other big things that I talk about are grounding tools for when you're really out of sorts. And these are the more aggressive things that I would want in your kit. And I'm going over these first instead of in the senses that I usually have them in, because I think they're that important. Number one, salt. And I'm talking about packages of salt, not the huge thing of Morton salt. I just don't have a packet, or I would show you. So you just want a little bit in your hand, and you put it in your mouth. And the reason why you do this is because your brain is like, what the hell are you doing to us right now? You're putting this really heavily salty thing or not tasting really good thing in your mouth. So it gives you enough time to use your other skills for those panic attacks. And the other things, if salt doesn't work for you, lemon juice, lime juice, you can get these in packets too, or you can bite into a lemon, you can bite into a lime. One other thing that I will show you that you can get off Amazon are smelling salts or ammonia capsules. And these really work. I used to use them in a trauma unit. And I will show you, because usually I don't ask people to do things that I wouldn't do. So it's assaulting. It's really aggressive, just to let you know. So here, they look like this. You pinch it and you break it. Shake it up. And I can smell it from here. And if it's like you're not really thinking straight, you can put it under your nose. Like if you put it really way up there. Think about a litter box for a cat that hasn't been cleaned in an awful long time. That's what this smells like. And it's enough for your senses to go, whoa, what's going on? There's a reason why people use this when people dissociate or faint. It's because it's that enough to jar someone out to go, okay, something else is going on. And it is not pleasant. Just to let you know, these are aggressive. So now we'll actually get into using the 5 senses to calm down and what to put in your self-soothe kit, besides the aggressive things that we just went over, the salt, the smelling salts, the lime and lemon juice. You can put things in a bag, backpack, mini wallet thing, whatever you have you. And the first thing is going to be sight. So you want things that are pleasing or calming to see. So like pictures or a calming bottle. These are really easy to make. Glitter, Elmer's glue, and hot water in a bottle. And then you just sit and you actually hyper focus. So you stare at it and looking at the glitter and everything until it settles. Because again, you're doing that dual thing with your mind. You can't focus on 2 things at the same time. Other things that this is also tactile and visual is coloring books. 30 minutes of coloring is akin to 30 minutes of mindfulness and meditation. So I like the funny coloring books that are really intricate, like this particular one. The next sense is hearing. So for hearing, either get earplugs that you put in your ears or noise-canceling headphones so you can't hear anything to calm down that sense, or you have your AirPods, your earbuds, your headphones, or something around that's calming, ambient noise that you would play, kind of like this. Or if you're needing more peppy music or something to like get you up, maybe something like this. Or if you're just feeling the energy and you need to amp it out, like the series Dead to Me, the main character that Christina Applegate plays rocks out to death metal. So kind of like this. And she's just drumming away, going to it and screaming like the Screamo or a Cristo. It's one of the animes where this red panda is dealing with anger, and for her to get it out, she's doing death metal into a microphone. It's a cute show. So these are all things for hearing. Or you can use a hoodie if you need to block out sight and sound. You just put it over your head, zip it, sit in the corner for about 10-15 minutes until you can decompress and slow stuff down. And now we're moving on to the next sense, which is your sense of smell. So you want smells that smell good and are calming or kind of lower that inhibition besides the smelling salts. The smelling salts are the aggressive one. The thing about smells is they're the closest thing to our memory. So do you remember smelling things like maybe fresh baked bread or cookies or flowers? They can bring this memory up instantly. So you want things that are going to bring up calm and grounding memories. You can go the essential oil route. Like lavender's kind of the main one that a lot of people use. Some people are allergic to lavender, so you can go with the citrus scent or rose scent. I like musk, earthy scents, so that's what helps me. Or you can go the sachet route. This is comfrey and this is lavender. You can just pour the herbs in a sachet and you can smell them, so you just keep them in your kit. Other one are perfumes or colognes. This one is a very uplifting one from Bath & Body Works. It has citrus and all this other stuff. I like it. Some people may not. Or you may have a favorite cologne that you like or whatever have you. Smell. So that one's important as well. The fourth one we're going to talk about is taste. So we talked a little bit about taste in the grounding, which is the lemon juice, the lime juice, or the salt to kind of jar this. So if you want a soothing taste, a little thing of chocolate or maybe a wedge of orange, a little thing of peppermint helps. These are the ones I use. They're chocolate covered blueberries. So you just take it out, put it in your mouth, and mindfully eat it. So you're experiencing the textures and the taste and the mouthfeel. Maybe the smell as well, because, we can't taste without our sense of smell, right? Did that whole experiment in grade school, hopefully. And just mindfully experience it. And that gives you a chance to use other things as well. Last but not least is our sense of touch. Very tactile things. So people who have ADHD or ADD, usually having something to fidget helps. So things like the tangle that you have. Stress balls. You'll see this in a lot of movies, or people who have squishies. They just squish. I have many of them in my office. Of course, I have a unicorn. Come on. Other fidget toys are the spinners. Remember what we used to have? These were really big a few years ago. People would do tricks with them and everything. Obviously, I cannot do them. Fidget cubes. These are nice because you can be talking and pressing buttons or going over the smooth surface using the toggle. And these are really cheap. I got them off of Wish. We have a bunch of self-soothe tools at selfsoothe.me, which I'll put the link in the video as well, and also at the end of this. Another one is like Silly Putty or Play-Doh. You just use it and you can make things out of it. When I used to work at the trauma unit, I would see individuals make flowers out of their Silly Putty or cube it. It was a way to be outside of themselves while discussing things. Another one is Sequin Pillow. I got this from the dollar store. I know they have this type of fabric all over the place now. They have stuffed animals made out of it. They have clothes with it on it. Just going back and forth. I know some of my individuals who are very obsessive compulsive try to get all them turned down to one way. Toys. Watch the light or press the button. Play with pens. I'm usually fidgeting with something during sessions. One of some of my go-tos are cards. This is from a game Blink, but it doesn't really matter what it's from. It's just a tactile of shuffling them. And Some people, one of the tactile things could be your emotional support animal or your pet, where you're just petting. Petting maybe 20, 40 strokes a minute actually releases oxytocin, which is a bonding chemical and like a feel-good chemical in our brain. So it helps having these tactile, soft things. Other brain distractions include knitting and crocheting. Because again, you're focusing on this task, so you're not thinking about other things. So that's it for the senses. But you really want to have this available to you at all times. So you need a kit, or, put it in a bag so it's with you. Or you can have several of them. You have one for your house, you have one in your car, you have one that you carry with you in a bag or a purse or what have you. So you have it with you and available. I usually say you need at least 5 things for every trigger that you have, because guess what? Sometimes those things are not going to work for you. Some will not work out. So you'll have to switch to another and see if that works. And also in the safety plan that I talked about in the beginning, we go down the steps of things as far as what are the big things that can distract you, where are places that you need to go, who are people that you need to call, all the way down into the suicide hotlines, and we need to go into the hospital. And again, I have a video that explains all of that. And we also have some of these tools and more available at selfsoothe.me. There are other devices that we use. It's called the Calm, where you breathe into and it tracks your breathing for you. The Calm app. Different video games actually help. Will actually track the breathing for you with that. So you have something to say, okay, breathe. Because breathing is next to the parasympathetic nervous system, which calms everything down. So I hope this helps. If you have any questions, comments, you would like to see something else or add it on, let me know. Or let your therapist know and they can let me know, whatever. Just so we get everything that you need. All right? Thank you for listening and watching, and I hope this helps. Bye.